Shopping for a new Chevy? Chevyland stands apart from the competition. Explore over 12 acres and more than 260 vehicles with truckloads of savings, like $10,000 off select new 2026 Silverado 1500s, 1.9% financing on Blazer and Silverado, plus the Chevyland Advantage, 12 months complimentary maintenance. That's peace of mind, only at Chevyland. And that's why we're #1 in North Louisiana. Come see the difference for yourself at Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters. A better price somewhere else? Good luck finding it. Chevyland is shaking up North Louisiana, moving more Chevrolets than anyone around. And when you move volume, the numbers work in your favor. More inventory, more buying power, more ways to put serious money in your pocket. Choose from over 300 new Chevrolet vehicles priced to move right now. See what happens when pricing is pushed to the edge and the customer comes first. Don't take our word for it. Come see the numbers yourself. Chevyland, your Silverado headquarters.
Race 2 of 3 in the round of 16. Rick Seabrands took race 1 in a wild finish as it came down to fuel. Tonight, IRSS for the OP Super Speedway Unlimited Series of Season 19, the Ralph Corbett Dairy, sponsored by Duane Corbett, and of course presented to you all by MaxspeedTV. All 16 drivers in the chase are here tonight. A couple of them got some work cut out to do after missing last week. Andy Brigante, James Mayer. However, bub, I think, I think it could be done. These guys, they know how to race. So if y'all haven't figured it out yet, it is me and my brother up here in the booth tonight. But a pretty good field out here already. And like I said, the 16 chase drivers are here. Bub, our favorite love to hate track, IRSS.
I don't even want to talk about it. Even just saying IRSS makes me tired. I'm already tired. So, but yeah, we got 22 drivers tonight. Like you said, all 16 chase drivers are here. We kind of got confused because somebody did not have the C by their name. Mm-hmm. But they'll get all that figured out, I'm sure. But yeah, it should be a good race tonight at IRSS. Let's hope we don't have 900 million cautions.
Yeah.
I don't want to be here till midnight, and I know you don't either.
Yeah, and I don't think the drivers want to be here that long either. So, and it takes quite a while to get around the track under yellows. Yep. So, the more they I-pace, the more they don't I-race. So, they would like to race it, and I think we're going to see, some pit stops, green flag pit stops for sure out here tonight. Getting started might be a little bit tricky. Everybody's going to have to get up to speed and everything, but definitely going to be, close for comfort on the fuel here, as I got those pre-race analytics pulled up here. At air temp of 71, track temp of 82, of course 84 laps, 252 miles, unlimited tires. It's not the tires they got to worry about, it's the fuel. If we have anything like we seen last week, tonight may be, the same story here. 44% fuel, so 10 to 13 laps. That is all they get roughly on a tank of fuel. And we'll see these guys start screaming down pit road. Don't want to scream down too quick. They'll definitely get a speeding penalty. And although this track is big, it's wide, it's 3 miles, you go a lap down and then you don't get any yellows. Getting that lap back is easier said than done. So definitely going to have to be safe on pit road. Pit road speed 65 with a pace speed of 90, jumping down here into the point standings after round number 1. Of course, and I did already denote win in the round. Rick Seabrand's already locked into the next round with a win. We know Rick is out here again tonight. He is at 1,047, or you can say 47 points, whichever you want to look at it. But Adam Kildavis-Zente coming into tonight tied at 10:43, 4 behind Rick. Duane Corbett, our sponsor right here tonight, at 10:41, 2 behind Guerrero and Kilday. Josh Ball in 5th at 10:39. He is 2 points behind Duane. 4 Sparks in 6th at 10:38, 1 behind Josh. Anthony English in 7th, 10:37, 1 behind Forrest. Andrew Zonto at 8th, 10:36, 1 behind Anthony. A lot of ones there. Mark Mann in 9th at 10:34, 2 behind Andrew. And then our tie for 10th between Dustin Loxton and Harold Rothery, both of them at 10:32 and 2 points behind Mark. Dave Hunt is in 12th at 10:28, 4 behind Rothery and Logston. Ron Dillon 13th at 10:26, 2 behind Dave. Christopher Jordan at 14th at 10:24. He is 2 behind Ron Dillon. The 2 drivers that did miss last week, Andy Bergante and James Zamir. Like I said, they got some work cut out to do here tonight. Both of them are tied for 15th at an even 1,000, and both of them, of course, 24 points behind Christopher Jordan. But a win will definitely help the situation for them too, for sure. Of course, a win by any of these drivers other than Rick, per se. I mean, Rick's already in, but into the next round. But if he gets a win, it's, these other guys are going to have to do it on points. We still got one more round after tonight. In the round of 16 next week, Daytona, August the 29th to round out August. That will finalize, of course, the top 8, but it should be a good race. Of course, we got a minute left. We're going to step aside, play our national anthem here tonight. Qualifying will be underway when we come back.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that Star Spangled Banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave, 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 brave.
Alrighty, folks, we are back qualifying, just getting underway. So let's get some of these driver bars up here and the qualifying times. Loxton, Guerrero, looks like English going to be rolling out here. Bergante, looks like Duane Corbett, and there's Adam Kilday, Josh Ball, Dave Hunt, and Scott Warren. And take them a little bit to get around the track and get their out lap, and then of course they got the qualifying lap. Their out lap does not count and just allows them to pick up speed. And they're going to be pushing about 190 plus miles an hour here tonight.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing in practice a while ago. 191, 92, somewhere around in there. Yeah, they were getting it up. I mean, they were flying around that truck.
iRacing Super Speedway, called the iRacing Stupid Exit. I love it, Eric. Yeah, that transition from track to pit road is brutal.
Yeah.
Kind of agree with you on that, but I know they made it, they took it from in our 2003 and our 2002, those, they took it from there and just put it on iRacing, which, back in the day, it used to be, I believe, Coca-Cola Super Speedway or something like that. Of course, they had to change the name when they put it on iRacing, so iRacing Super Speedway, here it is. It is fictitious. It is not real. If it was a real track, I don't think NASCAR would race on it. If they did, they would definitely have to limit the speed if it was real.
And they might only go 20 laps. No. No, I don't know. I'm glad it's not a real track.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing them race on it once just to see how many cautions that would have.
I don't even want to know, man. Anthony English going to the top. Nope, never mind. Scott Warren taking over the top spot. Nick Wing, Duane Corbett, Adam Kilday, Harold Rother. We still have some more drivers that are out here on the track.
Scott with a 55.703.
Yeah, I don't know exactly the underlying thing on that is, Eric, but I do know is that they did have to change the name of it. And it could be they just wanted to give iRacing a track of their own. I don't know. I have no idea. Looks like Charlie Morgan going into 5th. Harold Rothery going into 10th. Not the biggest field we've seen, but definitely not the smallest either. Looks like Ron Deal going into 11. So we got Duane Corbett, Josh Ball. Looks like his lap did not count.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, it did. Never mind. It
Yeah,
finally
okay. Yeah,
updated. Yep.
It jumped up to 7.
Yep, up into 7th. Yep, you are correct. All right, well, the final 45 seconds. Big shout out to Duane Corbett sponsoring tonight's race. I know the Corbett family's probably out there tuning in somewhere in YouTube La La Land. So big shout out to the Corbett family out there. And, of course, big shout out to Duane again. And with this lap, and that will be it. 55.792. That's, well, 93. It's going to put Duane in 5th. Scott Warren is going to be our pole sitter here tonight. Let me find Scott Warren, which he is right there.
Yep. Artificial Auto Sports.
Yeah. He's way down there at the bottom, though.
Yep.
All right, let me grab him up here real quick. Maybe. Hang on a minute. Let me put him there and then there. There we go. Scott Warren, buddy, got a copy?
I do. Do you?
Yeah, I got you, but yeah, I had to drag you up here to the podium, and then I had to drag you up into the booth because you're so far down, Discord being Discord. So, but hey, man, grabbing the pole out here tonight at IRSS, man, how you feeling out there here this evening?
Oh, you know, I think it matters about as much as if I bought a lottery ticket today, Josh.
Well, what do you got to do to survive the mayhem?
Man, listen, when I figure that out, I'll let you know. I like starting these races up front so that I can talk to you about just how little I know about what the hell I'm doing up here. And because, you know, week after week, race after race, I find a way to finish P30 or worse. Now, tonight, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Nope.
There's only 23 cars in the field, trucks in the field.
Yeah.
So, I'm aiming for a top 20 tonight, guys.
Just a top, aiming for a top 20. All right. Well, you got to do 3 spots. You got to get at least 3 spots better than 23rd, right?
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, listen, I'm aiming for a top 20, but top 20 in American is like 23rd Canadian. So.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Well, at least you said it, not me. All righty, Scott.
You know I'm gonna make it exciting, fellas. We're just having fun.
Scott's gonna take it 5 wide here tonight. Watch it, folks.
I'll find a way.
You'll find a way. Yes, sir. All righty, Scott. Well, congratulations on the pole out here tonight, buddy, and good luck to you.
10-4, fellas.
Thank you, bud. All right. Well, yeah, I love talking to Scott. He's a goofball. All right, well, let's get them up here tonight, shall we? Scott Warren grabbing the pole, 55.703. Again, congratulations to Scott on the pole. Anthony English going to start on the outside of him in second. I was wondering if Anthony gridded, and he did. Vicente.
Everybody did.
Everybody gridded? Okay, Vicente in third. James Mayer in fourth. Like I said, James has got some work cut out for him. Duane Corbett in fifth. Charlie Morgan sixth. Adam Kilday seventh. Josh Baugh in eighth. Dave Hunt ninth. And Andy Brigante, another driver that's got some work cut out there. Going to have to do something either tonight or next week. He will start in 10th. Dustin Loxton at 11th. Harold Rothery 12th. Rondale 13th. Nick Wing 14th. Joe Thompson 15th. And Rick Seabrand's already locked in with a win, but Rick would love to get another one. They're in 16th. Shane Posey 17th. Andrew Santo in 18th. Our favorite controller guy. Mark Mann in 19th and Christopher Jordan 20th. Jason Kinzer 21st. Andrew Schroeder 22nd. And Forrest Sparks, as usual, is going to not qualify, and he is going to start in the back here. Forrest rolling pretty good in the points. 6th in the point standings. I just need some solid finishes to at least get into the round of 8. Of course, a win would put him in automatically. Rolled a 14, so whoever qualified 14th, that is going to be Nick Wing. So your pick tonight, Nick Wing. What A 20-sided dice. All right. Well, somebody out there knows some Dungeons and Dragons, I see. All right. Well, here we go. Pace truck down to the safety of a pit road here for the first time. Hopefully the only time here tonight. And green flag is out, folks. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Here we go. IRSS. I'm going to see a lot of 3 wide out here tonight. Probably going to see some 4 wide, no doubt about it. I wouldn't rule it out. All right.
I ain't worried about 3 wide.
I'm not either. Oh, no!
Already?
That is not what James Mayer needed here. James down,
stay green.
and we are green. Yep, 1 vehicle, and that was James Mayer. What happened to James? It looks like James might have got, I think he got tagged, but I really can't go back and look, but he took a hard look into the inside wall, so back up front we go here. Man, that is not what James Mayer needed.
Nope. Could you tell who he got tagged by?
Well, I think it was just a combination of things going up on that top side. I think I think somebody else got bumped, like a draft bump, the bump draft, and then that bumped him into James, and it said, "Oh no!
Here we go.
Here we go! Are they going to be able to save it?"
I think they did.
They did!
They did.
Wow! Boy, that shook everything up. Yeah, that sent Mark Mann back a little bit. That also sent, I believe, Ron Dill back some. Yeah, back to 22nd. Yep, Jason Kinzer. I think Joe Thompson even got sent back a little bit. Wow. Some amazing saves already here, and that really kind of separated everybody out for the most part. Vicente Guerrero did lead a lap. Scott Warren led a lap as well. So Vicente has got a lap under his belt. Now remember, they do get a bonus point for leading a lap. So these chase drivers definitely would like to lead at least a lap to help them. Yeah, Bub.
Well.
I could probably do that, but I can't really do it at the moment on the fly. I don't know how, so we got a couple of packs though. So up top here is going to be the top 5: Vicente, Charlie, Scott, Anthony, and Dustin. Then you have Dave Ahad, Andy Brigante, Andrew Zonto, Harold Rothery, and Nick Wayne. Then Shane Posey leading a big group back here with Duane Corbett, Christopher Jordan, Josh Ball, Adam Kilbay, Forrest Sparks, Rick Seabrands, Andrew Schroeder, Batman himself, Mark Mann, Joe Thompson, Jason Kinzer, Ron Dill, kind of hanging out back here by themselves, and unfortunately James Mayer got caught up in that first problem down there on the track, and that sent him way back to the tail end.
Yeah, James is in a group all by himself.
Yeah, and 203, 204.
Oh, wow.
206, 207 for Nick Wing.
I just seen a 224, but we know that's
That's not right. That's not right. Nope. In the draft, they're going to pick up a lot of speed. Well, I appreciate that, Eric, but if you have the account, then use it. You know, that's why we gave it to you, to use it. You know. But I do appreciate you asking and, you know, not just jumping in there and...
Instead of saying ATVO, I'm just going to start calling it ATVO.
Atvo?
Yeah, ATVO.
It's actually appengineering.in TV, but...
Yeah.
I know I gave permission to Alex Green, too. He was wanting to go in and fix some of the OP stuff, and I don't know if he ever did, but it's still there. Lap number 7 here, folks, coming to lap number 8. Momentarily, remember, 10 to 13 laps on a fuel run. Yeah, 44%, looking at about 10 to 13. I don't think they can go any more than that. And then again, they could under yellow, you know, they could save a few laps, but definitely not, you know, green flag.
Oh, we got a wreck. We have a wreck.
Nick Wing in the 21. Yep, everybody's going to be able to get around him, but what happened to Nick back here? Oh, that is Eric's pick. We'll blame it on Eric again here tonight, folks, because we have that right. So what happened to Nick here? It looks like he was right up ahead of the 53 of Dave Hunt. He did. He got hooked.
Oh, okay.
He got hooked by the 53, but did the 53 get hooked first? No, he did not. It looks like Nick was coming up on Harold, and then right there, might have, after the 21, got into the back of Harold right there. I mean, Dave was just right there on that right side and just hooked him, set him right up into the outside wall, and there was nothing Nick could have done. Everybody is able to get around Nick Wing. Nick just locks it down onto the track here, and everybody's able to squeak by, but man, that is not what Nick needed. I know Nick is not in the chase, but, you know, still, nevertheless, Nick would like to, you know, kind of upset the field or help a teammate here.
They're definitely going to come down now, most likely.
Mm-hmm. Sun was in his eyes. But yeah, everybody will calm down. There's no sense in staying out when you know you're gonna have to. Oh, somebody is off into La La Land back here. That is Josh Ball. I think Josh was trying to get on the apron here, and yeah, he got on the apron, and it looped him into La La Land. He does keep it off the wall, but yeah, no yellow. Everybody's all right. But yeah, that's the product of this track. If you are not careful, we see everybody come squeaking down pit road here. Of course, tires. It's unlimited tires, so they can take as many tires as they want to here. We are seeing at least some right sides going on, so a few drivers probably going to take all fours. It looks like Anthony did right and lefts. Dave Hunt, Andy Brigante, Shane Posey, Andrew Zonto, Jason Kinzer doesn't look like he either just took rights or he didn't take tires at all. But we got a lot of drivers down pit road that's just taking fuel only and right side tires. Right sides are going to be the problem out of the tire management. Stephen Lane joining us in the chat.
I better watch Steven. He may pop up here and try to scare us both.
Yeah. All right. Well, now we got a few more coming back down. No surprise. Looks like Harold Rothery going to take over the lead here. So it's going to be Harold Vicente, then Dave. Looks like Scott Warren. Looks like these drivers come back down pit road back here. Ron Dill going to be able to catch back up. Now, who that did help out really was James Mayer, because James was just kind of by himself. So that helped out James a lot. Oh, okay, Stephen. Well, hopefully you get to feeling better, buddy. I know I haven't seen you on Facebook much either.
Seen him on this week either.
Yeah, so.
That's not good.
You know, that is one thing that I honestly say I didn't have. Is the withdrawal symptoms of all the meds I was on after mine.
That's the main reason why I don't like taking those kind of meds.
Yeah.
I'm too scared.
Yeah, I never had the withdrawal. The worst part of it for me was the pain. And I still have pain daily, so, but just something I have to live with, you know, but.
Somebody's blinking.
Yeah, all right. Pace truck jumps literally down pit road.
Yeah.
Here we go. Coming to the restart here. Lap number 12. There's the green. Harold on the loud pedal. Going to lead another lap. Going to hold off Vicente there. And Harold, Vicente, Dave, Adam, Josh, Ron, Anthony. That's the top 7. All 7 drivers are at the moment up top here are in the chase. And the 18 is going to hold strong, but the 85 of Adam Kilday right behind the 14 of Vicente. You got Dave Hunt right behind the 18, and, well, here they come screaming to the outside. It looks like that bottom line not being too friendly to these drivers. 85 going to peek down to the bottom, and I think Harold is going to go ahead and let him down there. So everybody getting down to the bottom safely, but boy, that 44 of Anthony English all over the tail end of the 33 of Josh Ball. Now remember, I am so used to seeing the 33 of Jeff Crosby Jr. In that number. However, somebody is blinking out. That would be the third.
We got a wreck again.
33 into the wall. Think we might have had a net code problem on that one. Let's let's find out what happened to Ball here. Oh, Ball blinked out.
Oh.
Yeah, so let me get a chase view here, and Anthony was right here. So Josh goes to the bottom. The 53 is right there. Josh blinks out. Then the 53, and Dave ends up hooking him, but, you know, then, like I said, Josh had already blinked out, and then right there, Dave hooks Ball and sends Ball into the inside pit wall there that divides the track to pit road. And Josh Ball going to have some significant damage on that 33 machine. There's a combination of several things going down there on the track. Very quick yellow, and I've been in that situation before. I've been the blinker, and I've also been behind somebody who's blinking, and it is very difficult, not only for the person who blinks, but also for the driver that is seeing everything go on. So just things happen, and unfortunately, Josh being the blinker and right up in front of that, Dave really right there. And, I'm not excusing the bumper hook there by Dave either, but, just a combination of everything that kind of went together, it happened. So, looks like...
Josh have to tow?
Oh, yeah, he towed it.
Okay.
Yeah, he towed it.
Nick Wing had to use his fast repair earlier.
I would assume Josh will here too. He's got a meatball and no spaghetti sauce. Eric, 2 for 2. I know what that is in regards to. I'm not going to say it, but if everybody's been watching, y'all know what Eric is referring to. Looks like Anthony English missed his box, as well as Shane Posey missing his box. So these guys will have to come back down pit road if they decide to. Now I wouldn't chance it. I would go ahead and just come back down. Eric. I don't know how many days it's been for me. Just 5 years? Something like that? 4 years? 5 years? You can do the days on that, so... So 1,460 days plus. If you go 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a long time. Wasn't easy. Anthony English and Shane. And here comes Andy and a whole big group coming back down pit road. Wow. All right. Well, who stayed out? Harold Rothery, Dave Hunt. Anthony, are you sure you want to stay up in front? Harold?
You just jinxed me.
I got to pick on my old good buddy Dave. Dave, I don't know what's going on with Dave here tonight. Dave's a good guy, and I know he's not doing anything intentionally. It could be that really this track, too. This track is not fun.
Well, Rick Seabrand just slid sideways into his box. He had to back up.
Well, he's already got a win, so he doesn't really have anything to lose. I mean, heck, he could have started and parked it out here tonight if he wanted to, but Rick is not going to do that. Eric. The home run cycle? Yeah. Regular cycle. Single, double, triple, and a home run. That's the cycle. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you have the home run cycle, a single. It's a solo
home run, a 2-run home run, 3-run home run, and then a grand
slam. Yeah.
Never been done in regular baseball.
No, but it has been done in college, and the former Razorback player Bree Ellis did it.
Yeah. Yep.
So, all right, here we go again. Pace truck down to the safety of pit road. And Harold Rothery going to be on the loud pedal once again. And, woo, Harold spinning some tires. And looks like the 031 of Ron Diddle also spinning a little bit of tires here, too, on that bottom lane. Looks like Andrew Schroeder making an appearance up front. Coach him up. He is in the Jets machine. As we see Dave Hunt, Harold Rothery duking it out up front, but now the 14 of Vicente also up here. The 9 of Duane Corbett, our sponsor out here tonight, he has also fought his way up into 5th. Back up where he started, really. That's where he started, was in 5th. So a little bit of 3 wide back here. Not really too much worried about 3 wide. However, if they get any closer in the 3 wide, then we could definitely have some problems. Adam Kilday right in the middle of this.
I'm going around these turns makes me pucker.
Four truck breakaway up here. Dave Hunt, Vicente, Harold, and Duane. Then you have the side-by-side and the 3 wide back here. Led by the 69 of Charlie Morgan, the 48 of Schroeder, Scott Warren, Rondell, Andy Brigante, Adam Kilday. This is where you get these drivers kind of stacked up together. Now Josh Ball is a couple of laps down. All drivers are still out here. And nobody has taken it behind the wall, so...
Oh, we got a wreck.
Uh-oh.
Big one.
Yeah.
And somebody's on their side climbing the wall.
Yeah, they're still wrecking back here, too. Let's find out what happened. Oh, no. The 76, the 031. Looks like we might have another bumper hook here, too. And let's get on the 13 of Andy Brigante, because I think it might have initiated up here with Andy and Scott. So, Andy Brigante right behind the 76, and, ooh, looks like going down in the corner, and Andy was right all over his tail. Scott comes right down into the 031 of Ron Dill. Ron was right there, and that, of course, nowhere to go for that 031. And then the 85 also going to get a piece of it. Let's get on Ron here real quick as Ron gets kind of nowhere to go for the 85. Goes right into the back of Ron, and, man, the 76 shoots right straight up into the 161. That is... Four Sparks. Yeah, he was the one on his side. And a big mess down here. The 83 of Shane Posey up into the wall. The 81 of Dustin's going to get some damage as well. Forrest deciding to go around the track the hard way. Oh, golly. And he comes sliding down the track. And then he just goes for a ride. Wow.
Yeah, he got his pilot license.
Yes, he did. Yep. So right here, he gets popped, sends him right up into the wall. And, of course, the banking here is not fun. So as soon as he comes down and hits that, apron there, and it just flips him. Boy, if he's in VR, boy, that would not be fun.
Can you get a cockpit view on that?
Yeah. I sure can. So we'll take it back a little bit further here. We got time. All right, cockpit view. You get motion sickness. Don't watch.
Yeah, there's our disclaimer.
Yeah, so this is right here. He's got to get popped. Nowhere to go. He's going to go on a side. Nothing he can do. Motor blown, so he would have to tow to pit road. However, when he hits this apron, it just flips him. And he can't tow until he stops. Oh, yeah, that made me dizzy. Wow. Yeah. All right, back up front. So, unfortunately, a couple of yellows here. Still have a long way to go here tonight at IRSS.
Forrest is in chat right now.
3.5 minute tow by. Oh
man.
Oh yeah, we know that was you, Forrest. Trust me. Now, why'd you decide to go down the track the hard way, buddy? Just asking, you know. You know, was not going around the track on the all four wheels easy enough? I gotta give my old buddy Forrest a hard time. I like talking to Forrest. Forrest is where I usually get my fuel runs.
Oh, yeah.
And everything. So a big shout out to Forrest for giving me some of that information each race. I do appreciate it, buddy.
3.5 minute
toe, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that hurts.
Shane Posey's had enough.
Yep, took it behind the wall.
Yeah.
Shane even had a fast repair too, but I guess he just said, nope, I'm done.
He's not a chase driver, so.
Anything like naming a termite Clint? Clint eats wood?
Clint eats wood. That's my pet. Don't talk about him.
That's your pet. Don't talk about him.
Yeah. I named my termite Clint because Clint eats wood.
Oh.
So.
I hate it for you, Forrest, man. I hate it for Shane. You know, I hate it for all these guys involved in incidents, especially at this track. You know, the odds of of getting a blown engine here in a wreck are humongous. And of course, we did see it with Forrest there when he got hit, and then he hit the wall. His engine, it just immediately popped. There was no smoke. There was no getting it back to pit road with a blown engine. It was gone. And unfortunately, that's kind of what happens here is when a vehicle wrecks, if you don't keep it off the wall, about 90% of the time, that engine is going to blow. All right, well, we got Vicente, Duane, Dave, Harold, Andy, Andrew, Rick Seabrands, Adam Kilday, Charlie Morgan, Andrew Zonto, Joe Thompson, Christopher Jordan, James Mayer, Jason Kinzer, Dustin Logston. That is our top 15. Coming to lap number 23 here. Still a handful of laps to go.
Ain't even halfway done.
Yeah, here we go. Green's back out once again.
That's got a black flag.
So about 60, a little over 60 laps. Still yet to go here. Yeah, looks like, well, it was cleared. It's because of the way everybody lines up. Since the leader has lane choice, it will sometimes black flag drivers for lining up wrong, which they're lined up right. It just iRacing says they're lined up wrong, so they do clear those. Now, if it was a black flag for something other than that, then it wouldn't be cleared. So
that's about to be banned. He's picking on me.
There is not a chat that goes by without him mentioning snakes.
Nope.
Dave Line get a lead another lap under the outside here with the 18 of Harold Rothery. And it looks like, oh, we got somebody diving it down to the bottom. That'll be Charlie Morgan in the 69, taking it from the top side to the bottom. Or midline. And we only got two lanes at the moment. Going to go 3 wide here. I'm not too concerned with 3 wide at the moment. Looks like Dave does have some help, though, and Andy Brigante right behind him now. So you're going to try to get Dave pushed back up toward the front. Charlie is going to take over the lead. Is Charlie going to be able to hold it? Because the ever-charging 18 of Harold Rothery, Vicente Guerrero, going to throw some pasta at him. Pasta, yep. Oh, we're going to be playing Mario Kart with food. Side by side out of 2, man. You see these cars just jostling out of the corner. Let's go cockpit here with our sponsor here tonight. Just kind of give y'all a transition here from, looks like we're on the back stretch here. So we're going to dive down into turn number 3. And there's a bump right there. You can just see the banking, man. And then coming out of turn number 4, and you got that little transition, but it's still banked all the way around the track. And it looks like Duane is going to go to the outside of the 18 of a Harold. Going to follow the 14 of Vicente. You also have the 6 of Andrew Zanto, supposed to be the 06. Still has the number 6. Duane just kind of following Vicente here. Of course, still relatively early, so the driver is going to be following each other. I'm going to play a little bit of follow the leader here. Forrest did make it back out onto the track. Unfortunately, Forrest is 2 laps down. Josh Ball is a lap down. Anthony English is the last driver on the lead lap. He is way back here by himself. No.
Stay back there.
Well, he's going to have some help. He's
at 20.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
he is by himself. He is not in the draft at all.
Oh.
So he's going to need a caution to get everybody back together here.
I didn't realize he was that far back.
Yeah, he's way back there. Yeah, he's not having a very good night. Now Dave, Hunt, and Dustin lead the way out of turn number 4 here. Lap number 27 of 84, come to lap 28. And they have been out here now on this run anywhere between 6 and 7 laps. So looks like Dustin did get a lap under his belt here of the 14 and the 06 or 6. Andrew Zanto gonna come screaming around Dave Hunt here. We've got the 13 of Andy Brigante. Andy, Andy is one of the drivers that needs a minor miracle out here. James Bear, also the other driver that needs a minor miracle. Missing last week. They're going to have to really pick it up here tonight. Christopher Jordan was here last week. Christopher, would like to, of course, grab a win and in. That would definitely help out Christopher. Dave Hunt winning in. Harold Rothery being another driver winning in. Of course, these drivers I'm just naming off is kind of just outside of the top 10. Dustin Logston is tied for 10th with Harold. Of course, if any of these chase drivers win, they're automatically into the next round. So Sass Cannon, how you doing out there? You only missed 29 laps out here tonight. Well, 28. We have not completed lap 29, so it does not count. Looks like getting a little bit single file now. Yeah, I don't foresee them coming down pit road any, though. Ooh, a little wiggle back here by the 11 of Jason Kinzer. He caught that apron, and it gave him a little bit of a wiggle. And Andrew Zanto blinking out here, too. That is not good. Andrew right up here sitting in 3rd. Unfortunately, we have had our fair share of blinking here tonight. That is another thing that I do not like about IRSS. You have more net code and more blinking issues on this track than any other track on iRacing. You would think you would have more, net coding problems at like a short track, Bristol, Martinsville, Dover, even the Monster Mile, but you do have some. But if you compare the net codes from those tracks to IRSS, IRSS beats them by a handful. So that tells me something's wrong with the programming there, iRacing.
Call them out.
Exactly, and I will. They give us a great platform. I appreciate they opening it up to the public, and they allow, us to call these league races, without them, letting us do that, we wouldn't be able to do it, So, big shout out to iRacing for keeping that open, They could, if they wanted to, say, the only thing broadcasted is the Coca-Cola iRacing series. They literally could do that, but yeah, it's free publicity for them if they just allow it to be done. So we do have drivers on pit road. Anthony English, Ron Dill, and Scott Warren. They have decided to come down. We are in that kind of window here, 10, 11 laps. Remember, 10 to 13. So, somewhere in that spectrum of laps is where we're going to see these guys really come down pit road. Of course, it looks like Scott Warren is in his box. It looks like he is going to be rolling off now. So getting back up here to Dustin here. He's going to be screaming out of turn number 4 here. We're going to see if he's going to make that dive down to the safety of pit road or if the other driver's behind him. Yeah, here we go. It's going to be a big group down pit
here
road.
we go.
This is going to be scary. And how in the world did they make it down pit road safely? Wow, that is insane. Good job, guys. Wow. I did not see that coming.
Nope.
Everybody making it.
That was probably the best one I've seen.
Yeah, making everybody come down. 16 drivers down pit road, all make it down safely. Now, can you make it off of pit road safely?
Well, here we go. We'll find out.
All right, we're going to watch some speeds here, too, because don't want to get caught speeding even off of pit road. It looks like everybody made it out okay. No black flags as of yet. Ginger must be here somewhere, Derek said. Everybody making it back out. And boy, these trucks are loud. Man, I don't know how they did it.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
Yep.
Now everybody's spread out, looks like.
Yeah, that really kind of spreads everybody out on green flag. Well, to get back here to Ron is leading this group. Ron is a lap down, but he is back here with, who's that behind him? That is the 18 of Harold Rothery. Yeah, Harold's an 8, so it kind of did spread everybody out a little bit. For the most part. just listening to the sounds here, folks. 209 by Jason Kinzer. I think I've seen somebody else hit 210. I think Christopher Jordan hit 210. All right, man. Wow, Bub.
I pick on Eric.
Pick it on Eric. Hey, pick on Eric Day, I guess. I'm still working on the audio for OBS. At the same time, I'm watching the race here, folks. So if I do get quiet, then that's what I'm doing. I'm getting some...
What's going on with single file racing right now? So
Yeah, I'm getting some bleed through. I've got my headset on, but for some reason, it's bleeding through my microphone, and it shouldn't even be doing that. So I'm trying to work through that. But yeah, a lot of single file right now. Not really a whole lot going on at the moment. Dustin, Vicente, Andrew, Andy, and who is that behind Andy? That is the 44 of Anthony, the first driver a lap down. So the top four plus one, Anthony English kind of breaking away. Dave Hunt is leading this group back here in the back. Dave, James, Rick Seabrands, you have Harold, Duane, Adam, Nick, nice recovery by Nick Wing, Jason Kinzer, Charlie Morgan, Mark Mann, Christopher Jordan. Looks like Andrew Schroeder back here with the 161 of Forrest Sparks. Forrest needs some help out here on the track. So does Ball, Ron Dill. They would like some help here. I know Anthony would like to get back on the lead lap too. Aaron, nobody wants to find you anyway.
oh. Oh.
We love you, Eric. Eric put that one on himself. He's the one that said it, so I'm just agreeing with him. Oh, man. Well, folks, if you're new to MaxspeedTV, this is what we do. Well, right now, 3 nights a week. Still waiting on the Thursday series to fire back up, but you get what you paid for when you come in here to watch, and you're not really paying for anything, but you know you get what you see. So we all have a good time in chat. We joke, we talk, we have a good time. Just trying to keep it at a minimum. PG-13, PG-13 and a half. Sometimes we, get right on the borderline, but, we appreciate everybody that does tune in with us here. No, we will get your money back, exactly. Well, walking around with a cane, that's better than the walker. You're getting close to those jumping jacks. Now coming up on the 33 here, Josh Ball. That will put him another lap down. He's going to be now 2 laps down. And Ball's going to need some help out here. Going to be coming up on lap number 41 here, folks. Yeah, I know. Baby steps, Steven. I don't even think I could, do jumping jacks. Even right now, even over a year, from, my surgery. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was. All right, well, lap number 9 for most. It looks like Joe Thompson is on pit road here. He was the only driver that did come down. Everybody else been out here at about 9-10 laps. So getting to that other next window of pit stops. Not really going to crunch any numbers yet, but we will start crunching some numbers here before too long. So
coming up on that halfway point once we finish this lap.
Yeah, 42. Yeah, so wait, 42 and 42? Yeah, that'd be 84, yep. So, yep. We do have some drivers coming down pit road here, though. That is going to be Dustin down pit road, Scott's down pit road, English and Ron Dill is coming down pit road now. And, yep, over the halfway mark here. So, if they can go, let's say 12 laps. We'll just kind of put it in the middle. I don't think they can quite go 12 laps. But if they can, we'll say they pit on 44. Let's just say 44 here. That'll put them at around lap 56. Then again, roughly at...
Oh, wreck down pit road.
60. Oh, yeah, it's a big wreck. Looks like Jason Kinzer involved in this. And I did see Charlie Morgan also involved in this. Going to take a real quick look at it. It looks like, Kinzer was right there and then gets tagged by Charlie. So, yeah. No yellow, though. Everybody stays green, and Charlie's going to have some heavy damage on that number 69 truck. So we're going to see everybody come back out. We stay green. So it looks like if they go 12 laps, the next round will be around lap 56. Then lap 68, then lap 80. They would be 4 laps short. Ooh.
Yeah, really spread out.
Yeah, so we'll keep that in mind. We'll keep that over here close by. That way if we stay green or what have you, then we can go back and look at that. Or if we get a yellow, then we can crunch some new numbers for everybody. Yeah, I got everybody spread out now. Vicente leading the way. He's led 16 laps. Now going back to our previous IRSS races, round number 5, the 14 of Vicente Guerrero taking the win on round number 5. And then IRSS round number 9, Jeff Crosby Jr. took the win there. So Vicente looking to go 2 for 3 here tonight. Jeff Crosby Jr. is not here. So, Vicente. Oh, we got a yellow. Yep, there it is.
I don't know where that's at.
Oh, Forrest. No.
Forrest, yep. Yep, it was Forrest. I don't know what happened. I wasn't back there. So.
We're about to find. Oh, no. It looks like Looks like the 53 of
Is that Dave again?
Dave.
Yep.
Yeah, was slowing down to come down, and Forrest full speed ahead, just right into the back of the 53. That shot Forrest up to the outside wall. Dave goes into the inside wall. And I think Forrest does miss that outside wall, but when he comes back down, he does clip that inside pit wall there, but he was spinning in front of traffic there as well. So that is what brung out the yellow. And man,
If he blew a motor, he's done. He don't have a fast.
He didn't blow a motor, or he would have had a meatball. So yeah. If you blow a motor, you have a meatball. So, no, he didn't blow a motor, it looks like. He is on pit road, though. No doubt about it. So, yellow is out. Go ahead.
I seen the smoke, so I didn't know.
It was probably smoke from the tires.
Tires, yeah.
More than likely.
Eric said it'll buff out.
Let's get a look here on Forrest. Yeah, I don't see smoke coming off of Forrest here. I don't believe he popped an engine.
He's in chat, so.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm not gonna go back look since he's in chat. Oh, okay. No engine blown. Okay, no engine blown.
Okay.
All right. So technically, he would be able to get back out there and pick up some more spots, but with everybody still being out there ahead of him, he would definitely have to wait for some more drivers to take it behind the wall. The only driver we've lost here tonight is Shane Posey. Everybody else is still out here. Well, Forrest, I wouldn't take him behind the wall, buddy. I'd definitely try to stay out if you can, because you never know what's going to happen out on the track.
You still got several drivers with no fast repairs left, so
yeah,
anything can happen.
I mean, I've seen Anthony English come back winning a race 7 laps down, so don't count it out yet.
I remember that one.
Yep. Yeah, I think that is the only driver. I have seen other drivers, 1, 2, 3 laps down, 4 laps down, come back and win. But I think Anthony has set the bar a little high when it comes to that.
What track was that at? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
I don't remember.
That's
either.
been ages ago.
Yeah.
That was before my heart surgery, so
Yeah.
I've slept and been on illegal drugs since then. So
legal drugs.
legal drugs from a doctor prescribed. So I will make sure I put that disclaimer in there well before I say it, because I know there's going to be some people out there. Oh, he's on drugs, So this society nowadays, you never know. People doing those, calling like the FBI and stuff, and do those.
Swatting.
Yes, that is so stupid. I think that honestly should be illegal, and I think it is. It's just they have to find out who did it, because you can do it anonymously. All right, lap number 48. So I'll crunch some numbers here in a moment. And everybody did pit, so we'll say, what, lap 47, 48, so... So it looks like lap 59, somewhere around in there. Lap 71, and then their final stop. Here we go. Green's back out once again. Well, they're still going to be a lap short because we're doing 84 laps, so they would have to save on that stop. And unless it's lap 48, these guys might be able to... And of course, this is going off of green flag too, so... So we're looking at least 3 more stops still yet. Character stealer. So we got Vicente, Harold, Duane, Andy, Andrew, Dustin, James, Andrew Schroeder, Christopher Jordan, and Adam Kilday. Top 10 here. Nick Wing, Joe Thompson, Scott Warren, Rick Seabrand, Dave Hunt, Anthony English, Charlie Morgan, Jason Kinzer, Mark Mayer. 19 drivers on the lead lap back here. Ron Dill, Josh Ball is 1 lap down. And, of course, Forrest, unfortunately, is on pit road and still in 7 laps down. He has not come back out. So, probably just kind of waiting to see if maybe he, if some drivers out here end up getting into some wrecks, which, you know, kind of don't blame him. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Forrest. But, you know, I was always told by Rudy if the truck vehicle will... Oh, no!
We got a wreck!
Oh, my gosh!
That was big.
Duane Corbett almost went for a ride, which he really did, but he landed, and wasn't really a big wreck, but it was big enough. So we're going to see the 9 of Duane Corbett move up in front of Dustin. Dustin goes down, and doesn't look like Dustin hit Brigante, but Duane, the 81 right there into Duane, hooked him, and the air catching the undercarriage of the 9. Duane goes for a ride. Nowhere to go for the 78 either. 78 going to get caught up in it. Oh, man. And he goes sliding down. Oh, wow. And then he goes for a ride. Good Lord Almighty. I want to watch that again. As soon as he hits the apron here, watch that number 9 truck. Boop. Wow. Not sure what happened there. That was weird, but...
Duane's he's practicing his gymnastics.
Yeah. That was weird. Nobody does have any meatballs or anything, so that was odd. Oh, don't start that, bub. Oh.
Well, Valentine's stuff will be out next month. So.
Probably. Yeah, we haven't even got to Halloween and Thanksgiving yet. So.
Well, just think, when we do the Halloween, you'll be married.
I'll be married the day after. Well, actually, I'll be married the day before, but I'll be actually married on Halloween. I mean, I'll be the first day officially married, so first full day, I will say.
Yeah, first full day.
Yeah. No, there's no telling, Eric.
Everybody getting their Christmas shopping done early.
Do you drive for FedEx or UPS, or do you drive for FedUps?
FedUps.
You drive for Walmart? Oh, you're a Spark driver.
Probably Spark driver. That's what I'm
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah, Spark drivers. Yeah.
Well, when me and Mom had that black car, we were Spark drivers because we drive the Chevy Spark.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, coming up on a year since that wreck.
Mm-hmm. Man, I was hit 2 weeks after.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. All right, well, let's see here. Scott Warren is going to come back down pit road. Harold Rothery going to take over the lead here. Andy Brigante back down. Several drivers coming back down pit road, trying to keep as much fuel in that machine as possible. Well, I say a few drivers. It looks like pretty much the whole field come back down pit road for the most part. The only handful of drivers staying out. Harold, Jason, Schroeder. Looks like Christopher Jordan staying out. So yeah, just a handful of drivers staying out. All right, 30 laps to go here. I'm still looking at least 2 more stops, no doubt about it. Well, Eric, I think I live a little bit too far from you, though. Well, I live in the state where Walmart started, so of course we have a Walmart and a Sam's Club. Bentonville is the Walmart headquarters, the main Walmart headquarters. I know they have several, district headquarters, but Walmart in Bentonville is where the main headquarters is. Yeah. I live actually south of Bentonville. Me and Bob do. We're about, an hour and a half south?
Well, yeah, about that.
About that, yeah.
Maybe a tad less.
Then, all right, here we go into the start zone once again, and Harold spinning some tires a little bit there, but green flag back out. Back underway here at IRSS, the iRacing Super Speedway. Ralph Corbett Dairy, sponsored by Duane Corbett here. Round number 2 of the top 16. One more round to finalize who the top 8 will be next week. Daytona, sponsored by Jeff Crosby Sr. Now, I hope Jeff Crosby Sr. is doing okay. I know, he was out, what was it, Monday? Was it Monday he was racing? I believe so.
I think so.
Yeah,
Sure.
out there running Monday and ended up finishing 4th with just loaded with staples in his knee after having knee surgery. Basically, I think he had the same thing done that Steven had, and you can't, I guess, keep Rick. You can't keep Jeff Crosby Sr. away from iRacing. I don't think the doctor would be too happy and too thrilled to see him do that. But Yeah, I'm a little bit far from you there, Eric. From here to Florida, which, granted, they're in the Eastern time zone, so there's an hour difference. But, yeah, it'd take a little bit to get there. Driving, anyway. Which I wouldn't fly. If I'm going to drive, I'm going to drive. I think they're still there, ain't they?
Oh, they came home last night today.
Oh, okay. Now they were in Destin, which is in the Panhandle of Florida. Side by side, getting a little wiggly. And I don't mean piggly wiggly either. 81 to Dustin. Top side, dropping it down to the bottom. Watching the 14 of Vicente. He is not going to the bottom. He is going to stay on the outside here. 85. Ooh, 85 of Adam Kilday. Got a little wiggly there. Man, they just rolled past the 81. Wow. And somebody is falling back here. That is the 78 of Christopher Jordan. Kind of got caught up in the middle. And he is starting to fall backwards. Backwards. Yep.
Folks, we live in Arkansas. We make up our own language.
Yeah, like pillow is pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Window is winder.
Winter.
Now we do say creek, we don't say crack. So, you know, I know there's people that they say, well, gonna go fishing down at the crack. No, it's creek. Creek. Yep. Some people call it the water. Or fishing hole or swimming hole. You know, we got a bluff hole, which is a swimming hole.
Jumping off of it.
I ain't either. I'm
jumping
not
off
either.
of it.
I may be an idiot, but I'm not that much of an idiot. All over the back of the 69. Got them both a little bit wiggly. This is back here toward the back of the field. Top side there.
Uh-oh, yeah. Somebody up there on the apron.
Yeah, that was Scott Ward. Boy, that shook everything up. Yeah. Got Scott all over. And everybody starting to go. Oh, 14 over Vicente. No! Yeah, he did. He went way back to the tail end. Real quick rewind to figure out what happened to Vicente. It looks like he might have either got loose in front of the 85 or the 85 tagged him. I'm not sure, but really can't look at it on a close detail. But getting back up front here, though, we're going to go wide. 4 stinking wide. Boy, the 11 back down to that. Jason Kinser's like, Exactly, Eric. Yeah, we have a dictionary for a reason, but you know, nobody uses it. I don't use it.
I don't either.
Why use a dictionary or use words in the right pronunciation in the right sentence when I've got my brother to correct me on it? You know?
Well, I kind of
I'm not in school no more. Leave me alone. I'm going to talk like I want to. All right, lap number 61, or 62, just updated. Christopher Jordan has a lap under his belt now. He's got a bonus point going his way. Of course, we've still got a ways to go. About 20, what is that, 22 more laps, roughly. Take a look here at our caution number so far. 5 cautions for 14 laps, 23 laps to go, 17 lead changes. I do expect that number to go up on the lead changes before we're done. We do hope that that caution number does not go up, but they're going to go 3 wide, almost 4 wide again back here. As we've seen the 69 of Charlie Morgan there take it down kind of in the middle, taking it 3 wide, and he is screaming up to the 11 of Jason Kinzer. Christopher Jordan, though, leading the way up front than you are if you're in the draft. All right. If I wanted to learn or decided to learn any other language, it would be Spanish. Of course, between English and Spanish, I can't speak English even as it is, so...
Pit stops.
Yep, here we go. We got Christopher Jordan coming down. We're going to wait till everything cycles. Here we go. Jordan, Ball, Kilday, Morgan, and Ron Dill down pit road. Charlie Morgan. Yep.
Uh-oh, we got a wreck.
It's got a black flag, and a yellow is out, and it's the 11 of Kinzer getting hooked here by the 81 of Dustin. But let's look at it. Looks a lot.
I'm not sure what happened to Kinzer. So
he got hooked.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah. Let me see here. It looks like Kinzer, he was right behind Warren. And yeah, right there, that right front to the left or rear. And that's all she wrote. And as soon as it hit, it sent that 11 straight down into the apron here. And when you're going that fast, wow, I don't know how in the world he kept that off that wall. That was an amazing save by that number 11 machine. If the air hadn't have caught the 11 like it did and slowed him down right here, I think he would have hit the wall. But that air catching that undercarriage, slowing him down, I think that helped.
Yeah, and it's a good thing he didn't hit the wall because he has no fast repairs left.
Yeah, man. All right, well, we're going to see these guys, I believe everybody come down pit road.
Oh, yeah, that's a given with 20 to go now.
20 to go. Why don't we got guys saving fuel?
Oh, no, they're going to have to come down at least one more time.
Come down now. Yeah, I don't even think, even if you come down now, I still don't think you can make it to the end.
No, there's no way.
So...
It's been a pretty fun race. Not? I mean,
a lot of really nice saves out here tonight.
yeah.
A lot of weird things have happened as well, but for the most part, it's been a really good race. Yeah, everybody's coming down pit road.
Uh-oh, 2 black flags. Adam Kilday and Christopher Jordan.
Oh, 3!
Oh, another one, 3.
I think
Andrew Zonto got one.
I think I might be passing under yellow because I don't think they're speeding.
They had them all cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think it's passing under yellow. Yeah, Schroeder even got one.
Schroeder just got one. Yep, he just got one too.
So
His might be for speeding. I don't know.
Uh-oh,
and Vicente Guerrero just got one.
Yeah, it'll be cleared.
Yeah, they're going to be cleared. Yep.
Yeah. He's passing under yellow things are ridiculous, and all they're doing is just coming down pit road, so... Oh, I see why you're looking for that. I see what my brother said.
Yeah, I'm picking on him again.
Pick on Eric Day. Lights are still on. Lights should go off.
Did anybody get the wave around?
I think a few drivers might have. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, Ron Deal is still a lap down. Yeah. And it looks like he'll still be a lap down here. Looks like Kinzer is the last driver on the lead lap at the moment. Kind of just waiting on everybody to kind of cycle through here. I think Kinzer, though, is going to have to wait on the leaders once everybody gets back onto the track. Kind of looking at it here, and Jason is still up front, but he's not our leader, so yeah, he's going to have to pull down onto the apron and let everybody go by. So Jason will be a lap down, I do believe. Lights are still on lights are off on the pace track here. 76 of Scott Warren has caught the back end of Kinzer.
Up there now.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going to happen. There goes the pace truck.
Pace truck is down, and it looks like everybody's just going to start kind of single file here with coming to 17 to go. So, yeah, here we go. Green's out. Now, we're going to see some black flags, but they will be cleared. Kinzer is on the lead lap. He is right up ahead of Scott Warren as Scott drops it down to the bottom, right in front, as Kinzer also goes to the bottom here. We got Scott Warren, Dustin Loxton, Harold Rothery, James Mayer, Anthony English, Andy Bergante, Duane Corbett, Mark Mann, Rick Sebrands, Nick Wing. Our top 10, of course, our pick, Eric's pick. Not my pick, but Eric's pick. Based on a dice roll, which is a very interesting way to pick your pick off of a D20. Started 14th. That is Nick Wing running in 10th. No, Nick Wing is in... Now, Kinzer is in 20th, but he's a lap, is on the verge of going a lap down. But he is in 20th. Nick Wing is in 13th at the moment.
Oh,
yeah,
you will have another wreck.
We are going to have another wreck. And there is no yellow. There it is.
Lightman's drone.
No, looks like some extracurricular activities up here with the 04 of Mark Mann and the 06 of Zonto.
Dave Hunt's got a meatball.
And
no fast repair.
So it looks like right here is where we're going to have, no, it looks like the 04 might have got loose coming out of the corner. That is what kind of started everything. Right there, the 04 comes up almost into the 06, goes back down, and then right up into, yep, hooks him right there, right into Zonto, and then nowhere to go for the 53 of Dave Hunt. That is where Dave gets a piece of it. Yeah, that shot Dave right up into the outside wall. And it looks like Rick Seabrand's also going to get caught up in it. So let's find Rick. Okay, he was right on the inside of the 53. Oh, he went to dodge it, and Zonto right there comes down and pancakes to the wall. All right, well, man, I still don't think they can make it on fuel. $14 to go. So let's see. I think they're going to be a lap or two short.
Yeah, I don't think they can make it either.
Eric got coolered by the cooler. Hey, talking about Rick Seabrands. You driving a Yeti cooler machine? Yeti makes ice chest coolers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Got coolered by the cooler. No, I don't think they can make it on fuel. Honestly, I think what you do is you come back down pit road, you go ahead and top off. Of course, track position I don't think is going to play a big factor either, but looks like Josh Ball. Yeah, Josh Ball is going to lead them all down pit road. Jason Kinzer, and it looks like our lights are off.
Really?
The lights on the pace car? I'm trying to watch it here. Scott Warren is going to be the first one off of pit road. And Jason Kinzer is coming down now. I think Jason's going to be... everybody I think is going to be close. But I still don't think you can go 13 laps. You're going to have to save a lap or two. Now, if you get a quick yellow, let's say with 10, 11 to go, then, come down, you'll have enough for at least one... at least regulation. Now, granted, a GWC, man, at this track, Scott Warren's already saving. I heard his engine shut off. All right, well, that pace truck will make that elusive jump down to a pit road here, and there it goes. Jumping down pit road. Single file restarts, looks like. And here we go. Green's back out once again. Got some tire spin going on back here. Not sure who that was. But everybody back on the loud pedal here. 12 laps to go here tonight. It is still anybody's race. Anthony English fighting his way back up into fourth after having not so good of a start here tonight. Good comeback by Anthony. He's very well known for that. And wow, 33 drops it in front of the 76. 76 having to kind of dodge every single thing under the sun here. Well, I think the only thing he didn't have to dodge was the track itself. Oh, no, here we go, Big Rick.
Oh, man,
yeah,
that's a big one.
This is a big one. Looks like Scott Warren going to get caught up in this, and I think he got turned down into the corner by the 81. So looks like that would be Dustin, yeah, down there on the bottom, down into the turn. Right there it was. Hooks him, turns him. And nowhere to go for Mark Mann. Oh, nowhere to go for Ron Dill either. Ron's going to get caught up in this. Mark's going to take a ride and a half. Oh. Mark hits the apron too and also jumps. I think that's just part of the track here. Man, Mark took a hard hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got hit after hitting the wall and got hit by Ron.
He went airborne.
Yeah, he did. And then he slides back down to the track. His engine blows, and then right there, it pops him up again. That's the second time we've seen that here tonight. And then Mark had to tow it to pit road. Man. And Mark does have a fast repair, and, you know, it's not over. He can still get back on the lead lap. He'll definitely go, well, he's already a lap down. He might even go another lap down here. I don't know, but it's a long tow, unfortunately.
3.5 minutes. Is that what Forrest said earlier?
Yeah, that's what Forrest had. Well, it's different depending on where you're at on the track, too. So even on pit road, it could still be a couple of minutes. Oh, Jason Kinzer. What happened there, buddy?
Man, he just...
Yeah, he was down on the apron here coming to pit road. And looks like the 70... Oh, I don't know what Kinzer was thinking. But he comes right up into the 76 of Scott Warren. And then nowhere to go for the 161 either. I don't know what Kinzer was thinking. Interesting. Interesting.
Maybe a cat jumped on the steering wheel or something.
Eric, look, Ma, no hands. Wow. That's wrong. All right, so Jason Kinzer will be our leader with Josh Ball in second. Andy Brigante third, Vicente fourth, Harold fifth, Adam sixth, Anthony seventh, Dustin at eight, James Barron ninth, Duane Corbett 10th. I am wondering if Kinzer, though, will come down pit road or if he's going to chance it. You know, he's been out here three. Well, you can save fuel under yellow, so.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what he does here. If he comes down pit road, then, yeah, it looks like he is going to come down pit road. So we got a handful of other drivers also coming down pit road. A little bit of fake outs going on down there, too.
Yeah, Forrest is down there as well. So.
Yeah, so Kinzer's down.
Yeah, Kinder just got a black flag, too.
It looks like Zonto, Schroeder, Scott. Looks like these guys are coming down pit road. You said Kinzer had a black flag. Yeah, it's probably speeding.
Mm-hmm.
More than likely, unless it gets cleared, which it hasn't gotten cleared yet, so it was probably speeding. And
He's
it
done.
looks like Kinzer is taking it behind the wall here. Yep.
Yeah, he just grayed out.
Yeah, so Kinzer, we've lost 2 drivers, Kinzer and Posey here. And everybody else, though, is either right now getting damage fixed or just, filling up their tank here. It'll be 8 to go when we hit green. Of course, we know yellows can definitely start coming out here, too. We've had a handful of them. Going back to round number 9, we had 9 cautions for 27 laps in that race. Going to round number 5, we had 9 cautions for 27 laps. And so far tonight, we are at 8. So
8 for 20. Yep.
8 for 20. So it definitely, right there at that average. Not saying we're going to get any more, but it's definitely still there. We can have a yellow until the white flag. After the white flag, they won't have no more yellows. So definitely could have, a handful of more yellows here before we're, said and done. Of course, unlimited GWC attempts as well.
Now, since we're under 10 laps, do the cautions come by iRacing?
It
now?
will come by iRacing
Okay.
now and not
Okay.
by the admin. So here we go. Whoa, 33 tires spinning.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not good when you're spinning tires like that. Looks like Rick Seabrand's got a black flag, but I think it'll be cleared. Not sure. If it's not cleared, then he will have to serve it within 3 laps, but I don't think they can do anything until out of turn number 2. So you got to be really on your toes here. Yeah, it was cleared. So, yeah. All right, well, Josh Ball, Vicente, Andy Brigante, Anthony English, Harold Rothery, Adam Kilday, Duane Corbett, Dustin Loxton, James Mayer, Christopher Jordan. As they go 4 or 3 wide.
They almost went 4.
Yeah, I was almost 4 wide back here.
Yep.
I'm not really too concerned with 3, but it's when you go 4 wide that is where it really gets a little more sketchy. And granted, it's sketchy even side by side because they're so close together. But Andy Brigante leading the lap here. He's going to grab a bonus point. I thought it was later than 9:42, but
It feels like it to me.
well, yeah, you only got 5 hours of sleep.
Yeah. Yep.
I took me a nap earlier. I crashed out. Boy, there goes the 33 of Josh Ball, the 85 of Adam Kilday. Boy, they shot to the outside like it was the last lap. And it ain't the last lap. Y'all got something to go here, guys. Adam Kilday, he's got, of course, a bonus point going his way, too. You got several drivers, chase drivers with a bonus point, as well as some non-chase drivers even leading some laps here tonight, too. So, as they go, it looks like 4 wide. No, 3 wide.
But
Got 3 wide still, and a lot of side-by-side. Adam Kilday, Ball, Dustin, Ed, James, Mayer. Boy, James trying to redeem himself after last week. Got the 29 of Joe Thompson. Who is that's Duane moving. Oh, there goes James to the bottom. And Joe is going with him.
they're not done.
No, they're not done. And I just spit all over my screen.
Jeez. Wow.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I say. Wow.
Oh, they're close together right now.
Yes, they are. And that's a 3 wide, almost 4 wide again, but, boy, they kept it clean. Boy, Anthony, he went backwards. Well, 4 wide back here.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, back to 3 wide. Yeah, Anthony went backwards here. Now Adam taking over point. Oh, okay, Kenzer. Yeah, I was kind of wondering why why you took it behind the wall, but I get it, man. And get that black flag coming down, that hurts. I hate it for you, and I know you and Shane Posey, too, both of you. Dave Hunt. Dave is on pit road with a meatball. Unfortunately, his night's probably done, too, and they're going to go 4 wide here. Up 78, falling backwards. That is Christopher Jordan there. We are 4 to go. It'll be 3 to go next time by. Of course, if we get a yellow now, that is going to bring us into that GWC attempts. Remember, unlimited attempts all the way up to the iRacing 15. And the way they're racing right now, I mean, I can't rule it out.
All it takes is a tiny hook.
All it takes is a
tiny bump.
Well, that's all it takes. Yep. And it will send somebody going around. But remember, too, it is iRacing cautions. Oh,
Yep, now, here we go.
James goes up into the wall. 33 into the 44. Also, yellows out. GWC attempt coming up. We're going to check back on what happened to Mayer here first. Before we check what happened to Anthony. See the 29 of Joe all over the back end of James. And there is Vicente, and there was that hook right there from Vicente, and that's all she wrote. And that sent James squirreling, and then right back into the 29. Both of them go into the inside wall, or the outside wall, not the inside wall. And then Anthony English makes it through it. I mean, he is right here. He is right behind the carnage and makes it through it. And then right there is a bump there from the 33 of Josh Ball. Just both of them trying to dodge it. And there's the bump there. And Josh is still trying to get it connected together and cannot do it. He hits that apron and it shoots him right up into the 44 of Anthony. And then Anthony goes into the wall. And then Anthony gets hit by Bergante as well. So, yeah, no, GWC attempt coming up here. So let me go ahead and get that squared away here. So GWC attempt coming up here. The way it works is, of course, we'll see drivers come down pit road and everything. But once we go green, if we get a caution before they get to the white flag, we'll do it again. And we'll keep doing it until either they get to the white flag and it comes out, or we get to, well, 15 GWCs.
Oh, man.
And so far, I've only seen, a couple of GWCs, 1, 2, 3. We have not ran into the issue of 15 GWCs. I don't think we would have too many happy campers out here if that was the case.
We wouldn't have happy broadcasters either.
No, definitely not. Eric there, back with his English's land plowing and snowscaping ordeal. But tonight's race sponsored by Ralph Corbett Dairy and by Duane Corbett. So again, a big shout out to Duane sponsoring tonight's race. We do appreciate it. Of course, without, the sponsors, they would not have any of these races broadcasted. So big shout out to them. They pay the bills. So big shout out to, Duane and Anthony and Gene. I know I missed Gene's race, the regular season finale, but big shout out to Gene, Jerry, Rick Sanchez, Dave Hunt, Bubba Winningham, Seabrands, Mark Mann, Schroeder, Charles Sanchez, Bubba again. I know we've had several drivers sponsor multiple races, so without them, like I said, I wouldn't be here. So, and we wouldn't be able to have fun out here on the track calling these races. Y'all, of course, in chat wouldn't be here.
But our top 2 drivers did not come down.
Well, they can make it, I believe. Ooh. It'll be close. Well, Rick pulled the almighty fuel thing last week, so we'll see what happens here again tonight. Now, we're not going to have, 7, 8, 9 drivers run out of fuel. It may only be 2, but
that was crazy last week.
But somehow, some way, Rick was able to pull it out last week. That's what, of course, gave him the win. But we're going to see what happens here again tonight. It's going to be close on fuel, I think, for the 76 and the 4. I know everybody else behind them is going to be able to make it. They also got to look at it this way, too. If they get another GWC, they're going to have to come down, Scott and Rick both. They're not going to be able to stay out. Well, all right, pace truck. There it goes to pit road. Scott Warren, Rick Seabrands up for right. Green flag is out. GWC attempt number 1 underway. Rick staying with the 76 as the 76 of Scott drops it in front of the 85. Now the 76 goes back up to the top. I see what Scott's doing. He's trying to go where the run's at, which is not a bad thing, but you have got to be careful doing that. As they come down into turn number 3, we're going to see some movement and some trucks back there trying to make a last-ditch effort. As there goes the 4, Rick Seabrands to the outside. 76 goes to the bottom. Now they're opening up. We are about 100 foot from the line. And, whoa, no white flag in the air. We stay green.
Wow.
And I think Rick was even thinking there was going to be a yellow. That's why he backed off.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be one.
No yellow. That was weird. Yeah.
Oh, now we're going to have a wreck.
Yeah, no matter. White flag's in the air. Adam Kildare is on the home stretch here. Can he hang on to it? Adam Kildare gonna win it here tonight. Dustin in second and Vicente scraping it into P3. Rick Seabrands will finish in 4th. Now, Josh Ball in 5th, and I'm right there with you, Rick. I thought there was going to be a yellow there too, but there was not. So, Adam Tim Kilday winning it here tonight. Back in the winner's circle. And he has been here a few times this season. I believe this is going to be his sixth win. Yep. His sixth win this season. Yep. Well, all right. Well, I will get the top three up here for the MaxspeedTV post-race show, folks. And give me just a few seconds to get Adam, Dustin, and Vicente up here. We'll have a word in with these guys and then talk about the final race next week for the top 16 and see what these guys have got to do next week. So hang tight, folks. We will be right back. Well, all righty, folks. Well, I've caught up with the top three here tonight. We're going to pull up Vicente here first and foremost and talk to him. Vicente Guerrero started in third. Vicente, you led 26 laps out here tonight, and I know you just want to lead that most important lap, that last lap. But hey, P3, not too bad. Good points not for you. We got one more race. We're going to talk about IRSS here tonight. It was a crazy race. There was a lot of good saves out there here tonight. Great pit stops overall, and you guys put on a really good show. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was really fun tonight. I mean, I can't complain. I mean, everybody did, a really good job tonight. I mean, trucks were handling good. My truck was really fast. I mean, I felt good. I felt comfortable here, like I always do at ISS. But there was some sort of net code at one of the laps where Kilday was pushing me. I lost my rear bumper. I was praying for a caution there, and I was running dry. I think I ended up had a pit and under when the pits were closed. I think I took a penalty there, and I started the tail end of the lead lap. But luckily, I just was managed to repair that truck off. I just wanted to make sure I still had my fast repair, just in case I get caught up. You never know. This thing here on Saturday, it's unlimited, so up to 15, I think.
Yeah, it's up to 15. Yeah.
Yeah, so I just wanted to have a good finish. I was hoping to push Duane or one of my teammates up there. I mean, Kilday was up there leading. I'm happy that he pulled off the win, but I was rooting for Duane. I was trying to coach him through those last laps there and just keep pushing, shoving through, and I was making sure I didn't turn him, give him enough space, and I don't know, there was some contact there coming out of turn 4, I think, coming to the white, uh, and he got caught up there, and sucks for him that he didn't get finished that he deserves. But I managed to, finish on the podium, so I'll take that any day.
Yeah, I mean it was a crazy race overall. I know there's a lot on the line for, you chase drivers, for sure, trying to get that win you're in. Of course, you're sitting, I wouldn't say comfortably, but, coming into tonight, tied for second technically with Adam. I know Adam got the win, but, you were tied with him coming into tonight. We got one more race next week in the, in the round of 16 or the top 16. It is the new Daytona. I know there's a lot on the line. It's still yet going into that race, but if you don't get the win, I mean, what do you got to try to do to at least make it into the round of 8 next week?
Tell you the truth, man. I'm gonna race like any other race. I'm gonna race my butt off. I'm gonna try to stay out of trouble. Try to keep a clean truck. Try to have a safe, a fast repair in the back pocket, and try to be up front, away from all the carnage, and then hopefully pull off a podium, if not win the damn thing again. If I could get a win. I mean, it's gonna be tough. Kilday's got what you said, 6 now for the season.
Yeah, 6 wins on the season. Yep.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough, but we'll see what happens. Hopefully, all it's a team effort too, so we got to make sure our teammates try to get in there in the top 8. Make sure they're good on points. Probably Duane's probably gonna need a little bit of assistance with us, and hopefully, we could help them. And I don't know where ball finished tonight, so if we're sitting up pretty comfortable, Kilday's already got a win, so he's pretty much locked in. Myself, if I could finish, decent, and I could help one of my teammates, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'm not a selfish guy. I'll help my teammates before anything else.
Yeah, definitely so. And I know if you're in a position to win too, you're definitely going to try to get the win as well. So, yeah, but I get what you're saying, Vicente. You're going to do what you have to do, not only to help your teammates, but, to help overall try to get, other drivers in. I think you're pretty good going into next week, but we know how these races can go too. So, awesome job out here tonight in a P3, buddy. They're in third. Do you have any final thoughts, shout out things you want to give before you go celebrate your finish out here tonight, bud?
None at all. Just joking.
No. Wow. Okay. Vicente, folks.
Just joking, man. I want to thank you for broadcasting. I want to thank everybody that's out there watching. Hopefully, they don't take this serious, so it's just a joke there, guys. Appreciate you guys watching. I want to thank our team there, Team Nepresta. Everybody who was out there racing on our channel, Team 9. We had additional Christopher Jordan and Nick Wing there in our Discord, and our usuals, Adam, Duane, and Josh. But I want to thank them. I also want to thank my folks out in Arizona. I love you guys, Mom, Dad. I really enjoy whenever I could get on the podium and announce that I love you guys. I look forward to it. So that's one of the things I look forward to. Also look forward to saying thank you for my wife, man, because if it wasn't for my wife, I wouldn't be here. She gives me the time and day to just let me have the free time to get on here and have some fun with the fellas and have a good time. So want to thank her too and my family.
Yep. Get on here and forget the world.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yep. All right. Yeah, definitely so. Well, Vicente, awesome job out here tonight in third. I know you don't love me no more, but I forgive you. No, I'm just playing.
It's a joke. It's a joke, man. I was just messing with you.
All righty, Vicente. Well, awesome job out here tonight in third, buddy. Go celebrate your P3, and of course, more racing next week, Monday and next week as well, next Saturday at Daytona. So we got a lot going on, buddy. So awesome job out here tonight.
Hell yeah. Thank you, Joshua.
Thank you, bud. All right, Vicente Guerrero right there with a P3. Let's jump down here to the 81 of Dustin Loxton here tonight. Dustin, man, you led 16 laps, started 11th, and good points night for you coming into tonight. I know you definitely needed the points for sure. I know you definitely, would have loved the win. But with that being said, man, a P2 finish, not too shabby. Talk about the overall racing for you as a driver out here tonight. These starts, restarts, the massive, pit road we had out here tonight with about 16 of you coming down at one time. It was crazy. We got to hear from you, buddy. Awesome job.
Yeah, well, first and foremost, I know it's kind of throwing both of us off because you're used to interviewing me first with, constant third place finishes. But I one bettered it tonight, my man. One bettered it tonight. But no, I mean, the racing, that's what Adam and I were talking about there while you were interviewing Vince was, I mean, the racing was actually really good. I mean, the truck track combo setup felt really good. You didn't feel the weight load going into the corner. You didn't feel the weight load transition coming off the corner really tonight. It really allowed us to really transition as drivers quite a bit. But I mean, the racing was good. We had a long green flag run, was working very well with Vince. Usually always do, was working well with Kilday, usually always do. We were just trying to tick laps down, man. That last caution, I don't know. I still got to go back and watch the replay because I'm telling you, I went into turn 3 in like 9th place and came out of turn 4 in 2nd place. And I started turn 3 on the top side and came out of turn 4 on the bottom. And I don't exactly know how the hell I even got it there. But man, what a wild race and a wild finish.
Yeah, we had a wreck there, right before the start finish line. Y'all were coming out of turn number 4 there. Y'all weren't even nowhere near the start finish line, and there was a big wreck. I thought for sure we was going to have another GWC. And, I know Rick was leading or he was up there, and was everybody thinking maybe there was going to be a yellow to come out?
I don't know. I mean, I know Rick was up top. I don't know because literally all I seen was Vince's ass end. That's all. I'm gonna be honest. I couldn't see anything else. And I know something happened because I seen and felt the checkup. About 3 trucks forward. I seen Rick go to the high side. He went back, and then we went into turn 3 and 4, and I seen some jostling up there a little bit from the low lane. I don't know what happened, and then all of a sudden I seen smoke and went to the top side on it, and I just seen openings and just kept cutting down and cutting down. My eyes was darting forward to the mirror, ended up on the bottom side. I don't even know what caused it, man. All I know is, like you said, we needed a good points night tonight. We came in 10th. I think we're coming out in 5th in points tonight with 1 race left next week to lock in the round of 8. And man, we needed this. I absolutely love this track. I know a lot of people don't, but I think a lot of that is because they don't know how to drive the track. And it's nothing against them. I mean, it's a different track configuration. It's a different style, I mean, the draft pulls and runs you get are just crazy. You do have to have more throttle control here than you do at like a Daytona Talladega. And I don't hold that against anybody, but this is one track I absolutely love. But I'll finish 2nd place on an awesome night, especially going into turn 3 and 9th and coming out P2. So,
yeah, I hate to love this track. I love it because of the speeds and the amount of racing that can be done at this track with you guys. But I hate the caution laps.
Oh, they're brutal. They are so brutal. I mean, and they've been bad like that since NR2K3 back when it was Coca-Cola Super Speedway. So it's definitely brutal. But I don't know. I mean, you got to expect cautions coming into this just because of the track is what it is. But I mean, the racing that we did have, for the most part, was really good. A couple incidents where people kind of had the tunnel vision and they just kind of followed the trucks in front of them and chopped the nose of a driver that was on their inside. But I mean, that happens no matter where you're at. I mean, overall, I think this is probably one of the better and more fun races as a driver, and actually being able to maneuver your truck wherever you want to and work the different lanes. It was fun tonight. It was definitely fun tonight.
Well, with that being said, like you said, one more race next week, Daytona. It is the new Daytona. So, going into that one, there's still a lot on the line. You got good points not for you. And it looks like, going into that one, you will be 5th in the points standing. So you are in that top 8, but we also know how south it can go as well. So,
don't you be putting that bad juju on me. Don't you do that. Don't you do it, Ricky Bobby.
So with that being said, Dusty, going into that race, what do you got to do? If you can't get the win, what do you have to do to make it into the top 8?
Same thing that I did tonight. It's just try to stay out of the chaos, so to speak. Even though a couple times the truck found itself in the center of it, but just do the best that we can to try to get a solid finish. I mean, I think a top 10 is gonna be a must in my situation in order to try to maintain that top 8. So if I can, I'm gonna set small goals. Top 10 as it gets closer. If a top 5 looks like it's in reach, I'll go for that. Once I get that, then we'll go top 3, and then we'll go on from there. So it's been a long time since this 81's been in victory lane, but it's getting closer and closer. Competition's a lot higher. It's getting harder and harder to do it unless your name is Adam Kilday on Saturdays. But I give the man props, man. He's had a hell of a season.
He
so
knows
far,
how to
so.
wheel it and deal it, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, man, yeah, Adam's something else, man. So, yeah, with the win tonight, Adam's going to lock himself in. So, but I'll get to him in just a second. But, yeah, along the line, just take one lap at a time, one race at a time. We've got one more race, Dustin. You're setting okay, like I said, in the 5th going into it. So, you got to keep that momentum. You got to keep that, that top 8. In the view, because that's what everybody's going for, is getting into that top 8 at least. Once they get in the top 8, then they'll go. Then you guys can go from there. But awesome job.
I just missed it on Wednesday. So I finished 9th going in. So I'm trying to redeem myself on Saturday.
Man, that's hey, you got a shot. You got one more race.
One more.
Yep. All righty, Dustin. Well, awesome job out here tonight in the P2 finish, buddy. One spot better than 3rd. So awesome job, man. Any final thoughts, shout-outs, things you want to get before you go celebrate, bud?
Yeah, I got to first and foremost, I got to shout out Jeremy Stanley on this beautiful paint. This is probably one of my favorite Dale Jr. Throwbacks from his 2002 Richmond Busch Series win. And we elected to use this for our Extra Life campaign for the Iowa Healthcare Steed Family Children's Hospital. That's what I'm personally donating for. We have ties to that hospital. Our son had 2 tumor removals there and radiation treatment. So that's the hospital we choose to donate. We figured Looney Tunes and cartoon characters would be perfect for a children's hospital. And this thing turned out beautiful. So I got to thank Jeremy for the awesome paint, as he always does. And then obviously Extra Life, the Iowa Healthcare Steed Family Children's Hospital on board, and then all the partners and supporters for Nerditudes, Icon Apparel, iRacing, iFlag, Brez Coffee Co., Victory Fuel, Boozy Jerky, Dubby, Frost Buddy, Twisted Speed Setups. I got to thank everybody on here, because definitely would not be able to do this and have fun with all these guys out here, and enjoy it and kind of take a little bit of time away from the real struggles of life and come out here and have some fun. So thank you, everybody. Got to thank my wife and kids. Thank you up in the booth, and then thank all the drivers and admins for OP. So I absolutely love this league. Can't wait to continue on.
Yep, definitely so. All righty, Dustin. Well, appreciate the kind words out there, buddy. Go celebrate your P2 out here tonight. We'll see you next week in Daytona, buddy.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our winner out here tonight. He did it again, the 85 of Adam Kilday. Well, Adam, you know this spot pretty well, don't you?
I mean, if it's not for the people behind you, then heck no. No, this is a hats off to Charlie with that crazy pushes there at the end to keep me in that spot I was at. I messed up coming out of the pits. I thought I was screwed for starting where I was going to start, but no, we made that bottom work. It didn't get buried like I thought it was going to get buried, but like I said, Charlie made it work. And here we are.
Yeah.
P1.
Yeah, your 6th win of the season overall so far. Of course, this win locks you into the round of 8. But, as a driver, Adam, and I know, I'm like a broken record repeating myself, but, each race is different. From the last time we was at iRacing Super Speedway to this time, it's totally different. Coming into tonight, Adam, I know you were tied for second with Vicente, and I know you guys are just wanting to have a clean, good race out here tonight, and I know you guys are going for the win, but coming into tonight, seeing the drivers out here tonight, what was the mindset like, knowing you only got 2 shots at this? Well, 3, but now 2 tonight and next week.
Yeah, I mean, God, it was I thought I was going to be collected up into some couple of the big wrecks right then. But the people behind me seeing them coming, and they did a pretty good job on picking the right place to go to not get into me and to where we could all make it out alive type of deal. So it's probably a huge shout out to that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I'd be dead. But no, that's the oh god, I mean, it's not racing super speedway coming in. I'm like, it's usually you flip a coin to see if you're making it out alive or not, and because you just go so fast here, and it's especially like if there's a big old wreck happening on the front stretch, you're more than likely going to be involved with
Yep.
that because there's nowhere to go. You got the wall right there to the left, and it's just such a narrow pathway. But it was a smaller field too, so it made wreck avoidance a bit easier here. But no, I was just gonna cruise around. I just wanted to stay alive to the end and then get aggressive. I don't think I got a lap led up until I don't know, like 20 or 30 to go or something like that. But no, we executed on that part. Some of the teammates got caught up in some scuffles, and they were able to fix their stuff, get back on the lead lap, and be in contention for a W or good points. So we I think we got 3 of us here in the top 10 with no Presta. I think Duane got caught up in that last one. He probably should have definitely had a better finish. He got bumped down to 17th with that wreck during turn 3, which is unfortunate. You hate to see it. You work hard to be up front, be in contention at the end, and it all just kind of falls out from beneath you. But I think he's tied with Mark there on the cut, so we're going to go into next week probably see what we could all do for one another to maximize points, and see how that goes when the time comes.
Yeah, next week, of course, it is Daytona, the new Daytona. It's the last race, in the, for the top 16. So, like you said, Duane tied with Mark for the 8 at the moment going into that. I know you, with the win tonight, you're in it, but. And I know you guys would like to help teammates, but if you're up front and you don't have any teammates around you, Adam, in a situation like that, I mean, you as an individual, as a driver, you have to go for it as well.
Yeah. Oh, you definitely got to be aggressive with it. You've seen Scott making those blocks up in the front, doing what he was trying to do.
Yep.
To get the win himself. But that comes at a risk, for sure, most definitely. But yeah, you just got to make the moves right at that point, and keep the top spot locked down. I kind of seen what was going to come there, so when I would start seeing Scott start to track down, I don't think I burped any bit on the throttle, because at the same time I'm trying to keep my lane going as fast as it can. So giving him those bumps help keep the lane's momentum moving instead of just stalling out for me checking up for him, and then the top gets the roll. But
yeah, definitely.
It worked. Glad it didn't turn him. I guess we still had that big wreck at the end, which sucks. But it looked like it was net code going on, and watching it back, maybe some accordion bumps going on the bottom, but yeah, it's as we know, net code is pretty bad. at this
Yeah.
track,
Oh,
so,
yeah. Net code is bad. Um, Blinking out is bad here. We had a lot of that here tonight, unfortunately. Drivers blinking in and out, which ended up causing net code on top of it. There was a lot here. This track is not known for being a non-net code blinky track. So
yeah. I think the server had a little glitch for a little moment. 'Cause I
Oh.
seen I think it's the same time ended up ripping off Vince's bumper with like a bubble push just being off to the right some. And then half a lap later I see a guy doing backflips up in the front. So yeah, but it wasn't too bad. So
Yeah. All right. Well, I mean, I got to say it was an amazing race, some amazing saves out there here tonight as well. And, you know, a little bit of chaos too. We had a little bit of everything, 3, 4 wide even. If we had any 5 wide, I missed it, but I know we definitely had 3 and 4 wide out there. And a lot of great driving out there on the track out here tonight. Adam, awesome win out here tonight, buddy. I know you've got a few final thought shout-outs, thanks you would like to give before you go celebrate your victory out here tonight and get ready, of course, for Daytona next week. So, Mike's yours, buddy.
oh yeah, we'll do shout out to the team. No press the esports with the run we had tonight. Josh Ball, and we were running pretty good there at the end, holding the middle. So appreciate Josh for that, and then appreciate Vicente helping me get that lap led. Duane Corbett here in the channel with Charlie Morgan coming in clutch for me there at the end. I greatly appreciate that. And we'll do a thingamajiggy. A shout out to Maxspeed, of course. Yeah, the broadcast. Can't forget about that. And Joshua Medlock. And then, of course, OP Unlimited Series admin crew. Everyone that manages the schedules and the sponsorships throughout the season to get these put up on YouTube. All that's greatly appreciated.
All righty, Adam. Well, thank you for the kind words down there, buddy. Yeah, without all the sponsors and stuff, of course, I wouldn't be here. So, yeah, definitely got to give a big shout out to all the sponsors all across the board. So, thank you for that, Adam. Go celebrate your victory out here tonight, buddy. Locked into the round of 8 with a win out here tonight. So, I guess, buddy, go celebrate your win. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, we'll do, man. You take it easy.
Yep. Thank you, Adam. You too, buddy. All right. Well, that was Adam Kilday, our winner out here tonight. Of course, the points and everything have been updated, so everything is official here tonight. Adam Kilday with the win. That's going to lock him into the round of 8 automatically. Of course, he's going to be back next week. Going to try to help a teammate or two, or even, if he is in a spot, he could try to get another win. You never know. He's got 6 already. He's going for number 7. So, but awesome win out here tonight by Adam. Dustin, they're in second. Vicente Guerrero third. Rick Seabrands fourth. Josh Ball, nice comeback. They're in 5th. Charlie Morgan in 6th. Christopher Jordan 7th. Nick Wing in 8th. Andrew Zato, not Mark Mann 10th. Scott Warren in 11th. Anthony English 12th. Joe Thompson 13th. Andy Brigante 14th. James Mayer 15th. Andrew Schroeder 16th. Duane Corbett, our sponsor out here tonight. Not the race he wanted. He will finish in 17th. Harold Rother in 18th. Rondell 19th. And Forrest Sparks 20th. Jason Kinzer 21st. Dave Hunt 22nd. And Shane Posey were rounded out here in 23rd. But again, our winner out here tonight, the 85 of Adam Kilday. And I know who I know how everything is stacking up going into next week, but we're going to leave everybody yet again on a cliffhanger. So we will update the points in ATVO for next week. Here probably sometime Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we will leave everybody, like I said, on a cliffhanger and let everybody know how it all stacks up going into the final round of the top 16 at Daytona next week. But a big shout out to everybody tuning in out here tonight in YouTube. A big shout out to Adam Kildare on his win out here tonight. Huge shout out to our sponsor, Duane Corbett, out here tonight. Ralph Corbett Dairy here at IRSS. But tomorrow night will be our next broadcast there, Skip. So make sure you tune in right here on MaxspeedTV for that one. But that's going to do it here tonight for OP Unlimited Series here, round number 2 of the top 16. Until tomorrow night, folks, stay safe. Thank you all, and have a good night.